what do we have here? A nicely taped package from Jesse McKnight. Jesse McKnight, I think I got in touch with him through Everyday Blades, maybe? One of the Facebook pages, and bought this guy from him. So we're going to pop it open and see what's what. I think I remember what it was, but we'll let that be a surprise to you. I'm lying. I don't really remember exactly which one it is as of this moment. I remembered earlier, but now I forget. Oh, wow, look at that. Taped together, taped to the package inside. This thing ain't getting out easy, man. Good job, my man, Jesse. All right, let's get this guy opened up. What are we opening with here? The Kershaw leek, I think. I think it's a leek. Or chive. Maybe it's a chive, yeah. And it's the Damascus one. Ooh, fancy schmancy. Okay. What is this bag? A Walmart bag, maybe? I think it is. All right. Oh, it's a Twosun. That's right. I remember that. Yep. Oh, I think I know which one it is now. Hopefully, it's a really cool one. I have my hopes up high. I've been doing pretty well with Twosuns lately. Oh, yes. This one looks so cool. I've wanted this one for a long time, man. Wow, it's kind of a beast. It's kind of a chunk. Okay. All right. Let's get this guy under the microscope, so to speak. I'm going to try to reverse flick it right away. It's got a fuller, but it's not a super deep fuller. I'm hoping I can reverse flick it. Yes! Oh, and it made a nice sound, too. Oh, wow. Centering is great. Okay. So when I get a Twosun that I really like, which I already really like this one, right away I check to see if the damn blade is hitting the backspacer, because that would kill me inside. It would just kill me inside, and then I'd have to do something to mitigate that. The backspacer has no marks on it. The blade has no dings on it. I'm going to look down there and see. It comes very close to the backspacer. A lot of Twosun knives seem to do that. But it doesn't seem like it's going to hit it. Ooh, I got a neat idea for this one. But anyway, okay, so we got a flipper. Okay, and we got a fuller. Can we do thumb fuller? I think we can with a little practice. Wow, I like this one a lot. It looks like a damn spaceship. It looks like a 1950s kind of version of a spaceship, you know, like one that would be chasing, ooh, a bounce. Look at that. Do you see that bounce on the close? What I was going to say was it looks like a spaceship that would be chasing Flash Gordon. Just has that kind of 1940s, 1950s look. Okay, is it front flipper? No, it's not a front flipper, is it? Boy, it could be. I don't know why they didn't. They didn't just take this back part and make it a little further back and put jimping on it, and it would have been a front flipper. All it had to be is a little taller, and have jimping on it, and it would have been a front flipper. Right now, oh, maybe it still can be. It still is. It's a front flipper. It's not a great front flipper. It's slippery. Maybe I could just put some jimping on it. It would be fine. I think maybe I will. All right, let's check this thing out. It's got a big choil here. Pretty big. Good enough. Big enough. It could be a little bigger, but it's big enough, which acts as a sharpening choil also. So we got, looks like we got quite a few sharpenings before it would be an issue. What do we got? D2? D2 steel on a fairly thick blade. No play. Great centering. Let's try this flipper out. Okay. I would say it's a tiny bit slippery because they put jimping here, but they didn't take it past the corner. But no, it's not bad. Let's hear that sound. It has like a zippery sound in there, like it seems like a lot of Twosuns do. Let's listen. So that sound before it comes all the way open, I think, is the detent ball right in there, riding against the milling on this flat of the blade, but down inside. So it's running across it in its track. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do we have a little? We do. We have a tiny bit. Let's see. Oh, no. Maybe it's just side-to-side play. A little side-to-side play. Or is it pivot lash? Maybe a tiny bit of pivot lash, too. But I don't think I care that much. I think this is really, really cool knife. Look at that backspacer. That is an extensive backspacer. Very long. I love these milling lines as they go through and then they carry on to the pocket clip. Let's check out this pocket clip. Oh, shit, I just realized the pocket clip's on the wrong side. Okay, so it's a switchable, reversible pocket clip. I just went to put it in my pocket, and I just noticed it's on the wrong side. Let's fix that. Let's see if we can. T8 looks like on the pocket clip. Okay, so we're going to take it out. Take that screw out. We're going to pull the pocket clip off. It's sat down in a little pocket. Get it? Pocket clip. But it is. So here's the opposite side. This is where it's going to go after we switch it out. So I just got to kind of move it around until it comes out. I think there's a barrel, like a hollow bolt that comes in from the other side. This one is a hollow long bolt that goes all the way up into it. So I got to get that part to come off. You know what I could do? Let's try this. Sometimes when you have this situation, it's better to take this screw, put it back in a little ways, right? And then give it a little tap with something plastic, like this guy maybe. Yeah, so look what we did. We pushed the screw out the other side. Now I can, well, I think we can hold it on the other side, unscrew it here, and now we'll have, yep, there we go. So basically what I did was, this was sitting up here and up into this larger hole that's in this pocket clip. So it was stuck in there kind of, and it was kind of, it's a tight fit. That's what she said. So when I put the screw just part way in, like this, whoopsie, I put the screw part way in. Let's see what we did. Like this, so it's sticking up, and I left the wrench in it, or the hex Torx bit in it, like this, right? And then I hit the other end of the Torx bit, boonk. It pushes the bolt out the back and pushes it out of this hole that it was stuck in. So that's a little trick. Now you know. All right, so now what we do is we put this on the other side. Wait, which is the other side? Yes. On this side, because it's reversible. And then the long hollow bolt goes in through this side, and the screw goes back in on the opposite side. And let's see if that affects the centering at all. Sometimes you can't affect the centering when you mess with things like that. Centering still looks good. Very nice. All right. Okay. How did I not notice that the pocket clip's on the wrong side? All right, so here we go. Oh, I got to move a knife out of the way. That is the Kaiser Z8270, Z28, Z82. I'm dyslexic, sorry. So this is the Kaiser Z82. It's awesome. Get you one before they're gone. I think they stopped making them, so you got to pick one up on the secondary. Okay, pocket clip works great. It's a little on the tight side, but not bad. Wow, good job. Dang, Twosun, killing it. I like it a lot, man. It's very cool. It's very stout feeling. I think it's a little on the heavy side. Let's see. Do I have a scale here? I thought I did. I don't have my scale. I think it weighs around 4.5 ounces, something like that, maybe 5. So in between 4 and 5 ounces, I would say. I could look it up. I'll put it up here, what they claim weight is. I like the finish on it. It's that kind of industrial looking, looks like bead blasted then tumbled maybe finish. Really nice. The holes, the speed holes are pretty freaking sweet. Let's see, can you see the blade? Yeah, so the blade totally covers the speed holes. Blade finish is tumbled, very nice. The fuller is maybe done after the fact. It doesn't look like it was tumbled. Nice edge. Not exactly thin behind the edge, but not thick either. I'd say just kind of average. Let's try it and see if it's sharp. Oh yeah. Yep, she's sharp. Now, you know, some people do that paper test and they go, well, it's just a test on a piece of paper, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's actually sharp. I'm just saying it can cut paper. No, if you can cut paper, that means you're sharp. That's it. It means it's sharp. I don't know what else you could say. It cuts fucking paper, which is not easy to do nice and smoothly like that. So that means it's sharp. That's it. It's sharp. The end. It's sharp. It's not like, well, it's sharp enough to cut paper, but I can't say anything else it can do. No, it'll cut wood. And, you know, you could carve with it, whatever. Now, I'm not saying it's the D2 is treated perfectly and it's going to hold up to cutting wood for very long, because I have no idea. You know, I'm probably not going to use it for carving, but man, I like it a lot. I like how if you see this line that's like the bottom of the, I was going to say swedge, again, that's still the wrong word, the plunge grind. So the plunge grind goes from this surface up to the regular flat, you know, of the blade originally before they cut the grinds into it. So that is the transition point. They call that the plunge grind. Okay, so this is the plunge grind. the plunge brine, I almost cut myself there, top line is kind of its own thing, but then the secondary line lines up with this line on the frame. I think that's really cool. Yep, you can definitely, you have to kind of be thoughtful, you know, you have to be deliberate with your thumb flicking. You have to really kind of give it some extra downward pressure and be kind of fast about it. But the reverse flick is fairly easy. Let me see if I just kind of, okay, I can slip it. So you have to be a little deliberate on the reverse flick too. You definitely have to press up and into it. But it goes pretty easy with that. And then this guy, a tiny bit slippery, but let's see, can we push button it? Not quite, not a push buttony thing. Because as you push it in, your finger's there, and then this part hits your finger. Let's see, is it drop shutty? No, but close. Oh, I just realized it's a freaking liner lock. Well, I'm dumb, I didn't even notice that. Okay, so this is not a frame lock, this is a liner lock. It is a titanium liner lock, I think. Let's see if I got a little flashlight around here. Do I have? I do not have a flashlight. So what I'm going to do is just try to look in there and see if I can see if it's a titanium liner lock or a steel. I think it's probably steel. I think, oh, okay. So I think this whole lock bar is just one little lock bar piece, not a full liner. And it looks like it's bolted in down into the frame over here. And then it looks like it just goes over here and locks in. And it looks like it's locking in really well and working really well. It looks like it's about 33% on the lockup. Perfect. It's actually really easy to push with your thumb, which can be, definitely can be an issue on many knives. Plenty of it sticking up here. So you can kind of get a hold of it anywhere you want. When it drops onto your thumbnail. I mean, that it does on me anyway. Let's see. Or it could hit your thumb right here with this, with the flipper tab like that. I think for me, most of the time, it's just going to drop down and hit my thumbnail though, like that. Let's see if we put a little bit of oil on it. Does it get more drop shutty? We got this fancy schmancy super syrup lubricant here. Let's see, how can I get to the bearings? This is the best way. Probably right there. And right here. Okay, and then a little bit right on that lock bar, right where the detent is. And now let's let that marinate a little bit. Okay, not drop shutty still. Very nice action though, really. It may eventually get drop shutty, but I don't know if it will for sure. Probably as that lock bar wears in, gets a little bit less strong over time, it probably will get drop shutty, but I have a feeling it won't be right away. It won't be like, you know, a week from now it's going to be drop shutty. I don't think so. But I think eventually it will, because it just takes very little force to get it to go down. That's what he said. I love the harpoon blade. Very nice if you're choked up, or even if you're back here. That's kind of a neat little thing. You can either use it this way or this way. Sometimes knives don't feel right that way. They're either this way, your thumb wants to be down here somewhere, and then up here, your thumb wants to be up here somewhere. This one kind of works on that same thumb spot either way. Either there or there can work. I guess you call that a drop point, clip point maybe? I think a clip point. I don't know, man. It's just definitely a nice point. I like it a lot. Oh, what is it? It is the Twosun. Oh, fuckity fuck. What is it? Just says Twosun knives on this part. Nothing on the blade. I will put it right up here. It is the Twosun. Let me get this guy out of the way. It is the Twosun. Blah, blah, blah. TS, blah, blah, blah. And I recommend it because it's freaking cool. Oh, ergo's really freaking good, as I kind of figured it would be. It's really nice, man. Another win from Twosun, although this is an older model, so I'm not going to say, I think it's an older model, so I'm not going to say like, you know, wow, they've just been killing it lately. They've been killing it on and off with various models through time, and then also screwing up on occasion with some ones that didn't work as well. This one is a freaking winner. Have a nice day.